Going live. I'm live. Is this working? I don't know. I don't think anybody's watching to tell me if it's working or not. But hey, here we go. It's we got one watching and we got one like. So either hi mom or well, hello drum nerds. Drum nerd family, welcome to this. If you're watching this live, throw down something in the chat box there. If you're watching this on repeat on my channel, then shame we missed you here, but hopefully you'll enjoy this nonetheless. Nonetheless, I got 3 people watching. Hey, look at that. My mom made 3 accounts. Well done, Glenna. Right, so what we're going to cover here today, and I apologize for, I know that everybody's probably not thinking, where's Colin been? Oh, there's 2 now. Mom got upset. So yeah, basically, this is just a catch up really, because what's happened is I've come back from Canada to England. As you can see, I'm in this tiny flat. You are literally seeing the entire flat. That is the kitchen. I'm in the living room. That is my bedroom. Drum kit right there under the stairs. So, and Sam's here. Thank you, Sam. Hello, and I hope you had a good dinner. And hi, Dari. So basically what this is it's a bit of an overview about what's going to happen for the future of this channel now that London's kind of gone tier 2, whatever that means. So I'm going to cover a few things, just a few bullet points, and hopefully answer some questions maybe, take some requests for the future of this channel in terms of drum covers. So really, the big top part is I don't want to keep putting out just dry, nerdy content. I personally do, but I can appreciate that's going to get stale eventually. So I had booked in the studio this weekend to do some drum covers, Tom Sawyer from Rush, some stuff from Cake, some stuff from Athlete, any of that kind of jazz. And unfortunately, we can't now book studio time. So I'm probably not going to be able to do much cover song recording. Well, hello. There's 4 people on the stream. My God. Honestly, I could quit right now and I would be a happy man. Yeah, so there's going to be a bit of a delay on these drum covers, as it were. So I do apologize for that. I'm really sorry. This channel has been created so I could play the drums, ultimately not be such a snooze fest. But unfortunately, it seems like it's going to go on just a little bit longer because, again, as you see, that's not going to record Tom Sawyer and captivate and capture all of its deliciousness of a song. And so I will get that done in the meantime. However, this is the good part. This is the 5 people. Wow. This is the caveat here. October 21st. That is a Wednesday at 8:30 British Standard Time or 3:30 General Mountain Time, Canadian Mountain Time. And there will be a gig. Modern Hinterland, the band I'm in, is doing a gig. And so we will be live streaming it from the studio at which we have recorded our most recent album. In the description box, you can find a link to take you to the band site. There's a little kind of 24, the show with Kiefer Sutherland. There's like a little countdown clock timer there. You just need to put in your email address and then you'll be put in to be notified when we go live and do a gig. That is the closest I can think of people on this channel being able to actually see some drum kit kind of saucy action, deliciousness, right? And so with that being said, hopefully some of you go down and click that link, get ready for the gig. Again, October 21st at 8:30 British Standard Time. There's also a link for you to hear the single. We've got a single done, and see you in a bit. And yeah, so the single will be there as well. Now, next question I have is this tour thing. So I've got an idea for the channel, an additional thing. It's tour talk. I was just wondering, and I'm going to try and ask you, the audience, if you would be interested in hearing some of the ins and outs of life on the road, in different tours, different countries, done a few things here and there. And so it's very much at the discretion of you, the viewer. If you want to see that, then please say yes or no. I'm not going to obviously do something that's not going to do very well. I remember these things anyways. I don't need to put it into video. But if you'd like to understand the ins and outs of a higher budget tour and a lower budget tour, a tour in Poland, a tour in England, a tour in Canada, if you're interested in any of that, let me know and we'll go from there. Before I go any further, see, I've got my notes. If you fail to prepare, prepare to fail. So I would like to thank the subscribers, whether you're watching this or not. Hopefully you'll be seeing this. Sorry, Dari, touring sounds awesome. Where would you be going? Good question. Thank you. So the band was supposed to be going up and down this wonderful country throughout this entire year. Actually, I think we'd probably be somewhere right now or in the next few weeks or past few weeks. Unfortunately, we all know why that's not happening. But this would be more of a log of tours that I have done with this band, with previous bands, and how that was structured, a little bit of the ins and outs. Some got built by me, some got built by the other guys, some got built by a tour agency. So it would be more that kind of stuff if you want to know the ins and outs, the rough and ready, you know, for example, me taking a shower and a few other people probably taking a shower in a university changing bathroom using that pink hand soap as shampoo and body wash, and drying off under those press hot air button things. I got 6 people viewing this now. That's incredible. So yeah, it would just be kind of life on the road for a non-glamorous tour, basically, and what that entails. I have done one video of that to see as a taster to see if it works. So that's Tour of Poland. And if it gets a decent review, I'll do more. But yes, I would like to thank the subscribers watching now or not. I would like to thank Mikey J, Q-Man, Andy, you know who you are, Let's King, The Warren, She Drums, Pianiste. I hope I said that right, Pianiste Trieste. Great support from you all the time. I hope you're well back in Canada. And Sensei Sushi. Interesting one there. And obviously hi to Dari and Sam and Mom and the other accounts that Mom's made. But yes, so thank you all for doing this and coming along with me. I never thought that I would get 154 subscribers. I genuinely never thought that. So I am genuinely grateful for that, and thank you very much. And I look forward to continuing this journey with you, the Drum Nerd family. Right, new ideas for drum lessons. Page 33, to me, page 33, I've got it here so I could show it. Page 33 is the, much like if there was one workout exercise, the deadlift. If you tell people YouTube about you. Fair enough. I appreciate that. I will take that on board. Yeah, you're probably right there, Sam. I'll probably moderate how I express that story. But yes, so if the deadlift was kind of the bee's knees, the cat's pajamas of exercises, in that it kind of engages the majority of your posterior anterior chain, top to bottom, and it's just the greatest thing in the world to do, and it's really fun, in my opinion. Then page 33 would be that for the drums. Now, as you can see, there's 16 measures. As you can kind of see, 16 measures. This was a page that Bob, as I've talked about, I've done the Bob, How I Met Bob Armstrong video. He was a big stickler of this. And this was kind of the cornerstone of Bob Armstrong's teachings, amongst many other things, but this probably would take the cake. And so the reason why this is so great is you get independence, you get four-way coordination, you get timing improvement, you get dynamic range, you get bass drum feathering control, you get left hand accent control and ghost note control. And you can trade fours in jazz, but this has such an applicable nature across almost every genre. If you don't use any of these phrasings, its ability to make you a tighter drummer, a more sonically aware and dynamically controlled drummer, that's applicable in every sphere that you will go to. So page 33 is one that I'm going to do. I'm going to cut up into pieces. There'll be 16 lessons. It is with the jazz ride pattern. You can also do it with quarter notes on the ride and a blues shuffle, which is just the one triplet, the one trip and the let of the triplet. So it's the front and the back of the triplet. You cut the middle out. And that is the blues shuffle. So yes, each lesson will be there. That gives me 16 lessons, and I will slowly educate you, the Drum Nerd family, of page 33. And hopefully we can live on, or Bob rather can live on through this, and we can keep him going, keep his legacy alive, because it really is, honestly, this is just a fantastic thing. And you don't, as I say, you don't have to be a jazzer to genuinely enjoy this and get benefit from it. On top of that, I've been noodling about with some linear drum fill ideas from this. It's a linear groove sheet. So they're actual grooves, but I've taken them apart and put them across the kit. And so now you can hear them and see them in a more group, in a fill context. What do we got here? This is not that episode, I'm afraid. This is a thank you. It says in the title, Morgan, this is not about playing the drums. This is a channel update and a thank you. I'm sorry that you've been missold. What's the biggest difference between playing drums in the jazz genre compared to the others? Your backbeat is more likely than not going to be on the ride cymbal, aside everything else. I would say the one distinct thing, Jerry, thank you for that question, would be that the backbeat or the driving force is going to be on the ride cymbal, and less so the 2 and 4 of the cracking, smashingly loud snare drum. You also have a feathered bass drum. You are also holding down 2 and 4 on the hi-hat step in that. Well, actually, sorry then. So yeah, the backbeat actually is the step on the hi-hat, and your driving force is the ride cymbal. Yeah, so it's almost like you've kind of taken all those levels, all those sonic levels that would be across most genres, you know, rock, and the heavier hitting ones, the metals and the R&Bs or the blues, not the blues, but the funk. Those would have specific dialed in dynamics for the left hand and the bass drum, the right foot, unless you're a lefty. Whereas jazz would have more of a raised up ride cymbal pattern, a really quieted down right left hand, quite a loud step on that hi-hat. You should have a good 2 inches of space there so you could actually get that crack. And you'd have it'd be more felt than heard on the bass drum. So so that's how this is all going on. This is all going. I'm excited that there's 6 people watching. This is crazy. Thank you very much for this. So I apologize for my rambles, but that yes, good question, Daria. Excellent question. That is the difference, kind of between the jazz, and other genre. That's the differences there. So this linear sheet right here, as I said, has been broken down. So I've taken some of them. They're groupings of numerical values that will all add up to 16. That doesn't necessarily mean all linear fills have to add up to 16. That's just giving you 16. Well, that's the size. So it fits in when you break it into 4. You can fit that across. So really, what I've got is 4, 4, 5, 3, 7, 4, 5, 7, 5, 4. So you flip them on, and then. Well, how's the mortgage going there, Tom? I think we should direct all attention down to Tom down there in the chat saying, how's the mortgage going? And hopefully it's going well. So basically, yeah. So this is just a snippet of what linear fills is. And for those who are not aware of what linear fills are, linear, not so much linear fills, but just linear is, yes, Jim, Tom, Sam. The linear concept is there are no 2 sonic things happening at one time. So the hi-hat is not playing when the snare drum's playing, which is not playing when the tom's playing. So a linear groove or fill is just one individual sonic voice at a time, right? So these are, it's an interesting feel, and depending on where these backbeats get placed, it can have an entirely different feel, which again, we're going to get into and explore. And so I've been working, the point of all of this, I've been distracted by shirts coming off and Tom saying hi. And so I apologize, but the concept and the meat and veg of all of this is I will be bringing linear fills to you, the Drum Nerd family. This is a linear groove page, but I have turned them into fills. And again, that Morgan and anybody else who's getting large about why I'm not playing, I can't point to it. That is not going to translate very, very well, and it won't do any justice to these linear fills and linear grooves. So again, I apologize for not getting behind the kit. You have a face for radio. Wow. There you have it, folks. Oh boy. I have a face for radio, and she has a face not even a mother could love. There you go. So, there's not much more to talk about. I've rambled on and I've been insulted. I've been insulted quite a lot. This has generated a lot of chat, though. I'm really excited about this. I think I might do this more often. What do you guys think, and gals? Should there be an every Friday night chat discussion? Some noise going on outside. Maybe I could finally play something on that. But let me know. Yeah, okay. So basically what you're looking at, we've got the kitchen. This is totally irrelevant to drum nerding. The kitchen, the sink, albums, a poster with a dude in a mustache. Thought it looked good. That, my bookshelf, my drum kit. There you go. So, and that's up my bedroom. Nobody's allowed up my bedroom. Select few people. So, there you go. Totally irrelevant to the drum nerdiness. But yes, please let me know if this is something that you genuinely want to know. What socks do I have on? Polka dots and Argyle. I'm mixing two patterns. That's dangerous. That's like warm air and cold air meeting. Nigh shall the twine meet, if not to cause a tornado. Look at that. We've had one person drop off because they can't handle dots and Argyle being mixed. So yes, please let me know, in all seriousness, let me know if a regular Friday night Q&A or discussion or quick little pad work is something that you want, and I can do this live stream in accordance. So, well, I'm glad you're here, Tom, nonetheless. Could be better circumstances, but thank you very much. Right. I have little else to say, and so I don't really know what else to say other than I can try and keep waffling so that it increases my my watch time hours, which will get me to monetization quicker. But I still need 1,000 subscribers. So if anybody's watching this that hasn't subscribed, please do that. It'd really be helpful. It is a fun drum community family. No, I don't have better style than that. You should know that by now. Tell us about your musical background. Well, I've never been in a musical myself, and I don't really like them. There's my musical background. No, Fulham are winning, and I've placed an incredible bet on that, and I think that's going to come out wonderfully for me. Before I forget, I'm going to hammer home again. Fail to prepare, prepare to fail. There is a link in the description of this video. It is directly going to take you to the band's website where you will be able to join, enter in your email, and you can then watch the live stream gig. It is free, absolutely free. You'll be able to hear the new single, some new material from the album that we've just done, and actually finally get to see, hopefully, some actual drums being played. I'll try and get my camera set up so that I can put it onto this channel afterwards, but I know it'll be streaming on our website. What do we got here? I don't know if we can do this as a bedtime story channel. I mean, there was a kid that didn't eat their dinner, and so they didn't go to bed with a full stomach. The end. Moral of the story is eat your dinner. Sleep over. Sleep over. So, I think it's a bit late. I'm rambling. It doesn't make any sense. This isn't coffee. This isn't tea. I don't like tea. This is water. Nobody asked for that. But yes, look. So this is a drum nerd chat. I've been over everything I can. I don't know. I don't know what else to tell you guys, to be honest. I'm going to flip pages like I know what I'm doing. I haven't prepared for any further than a 20-minute kind of Q&A. So, yes, a lot of people think I look like Tom Holland. If you're watching this in the future, Tom Holland, or if you're one of these five, I'll be well surprised at you, because you obviously have good taste in drums and drum YouTube channels. I don't think I look like Tom Holland, but that's what I've been told. So, unless there's any other drum nerd pressing questions and any other things that people might think, ooh, I really want to know about, I might have to sign off on this one. I've given you all the relevant information. To summarize, there's going to be covers. There's going to be drum cover videos. I promise you that. It just won't be on this kit, and it might be a bit delayed in the future. Fortunately, the band has a gig on October 21st, British Standard Time of 8:30, where you'll at least get to be satiated in your drum viewing desires. So the link's in the description below to hear the single, to watch the gig when it comes on. I would like to thank all my subscribers for getting me up to 154. Again, I'm as amazed at 5 viewers as I am at 154 subs. Is genuinely really, really cool. And I'm super excited to go on this journey with you guys and just see where it takes us. New ideas for lessons. I will be doing some pad work with linear fills because I don't think I can get into my actual acoustic kit. As you can see, this is not a good place to set up a drum kit, a proper one, that is. So I'll probably be doing some linear fills, on that pad kit behind me. There we go. And I'm going to get page 33 done. Again, I would have liked to have done that on a real kit in the studio, but that's probably not going to happen. So I might record that here as a backup and then hopefully not have to release that content, and I can get some stuff from the studio. And other than that, I have nothing else. There's a bunch of stuff coming up here. Tell you about your band. What would you like? Okay, so Modern Hinterland is a band that I have been in since 2017. It started out as a solo project by a man named Chris Hornsby, and it's Americana folk. That's how it kind of started. I went on the internet looking to respond to anonymous, unsolicited, exposed entrepreneurial kind of ads of big bearded flannel wearing people. And so I was late at night searching, and I found it, and we all joined up and we went our ways into that. I guess that's the band. We play more kind of electro-synthetic, experimental, indie folk rock, I guess a little bit everything, because now we've got Simon on board, and he's got about 100 different effects pedals that really make it sound quite interesting. Yeah, signed on to a label, Fandango. good group of people there. And no, I will not actually, Sam. Got nothing to say about that name. And yeah. Tim's from Wales, I'm from Canada. Chris is from up north, and Simon is from London but lived in New York. There you go. So you're gonna have to just check out the gig to see what the band's all about and how it sounds. I would not like to collab with you, Tom. I'm afraid your vocals are not very good, and the band the band is based in London. And thank you for keeping Sensei Sushi. What's up, my brother or girl? I don't know who you are. I would like to say thank you. See, this is somebody that I don't know. I know everybody else. You, I've never met. So welcome. Let me shake your hand digitally. I did do a shout out to you. I did say thank you. I've got that on here to say thank you to you right there. But oh, well, that's not cool. Is that your girlfriend, Tom? Is that Shania? No, that's not Shania. No, see? Okay, a completely random person. So, Sensei Sushi, I'm gonna fill you in on what you've missed out on. Here's the quick kind of bullet points. I was supposed to be doing cover videos in the studio. I'm in London right now, London, England, and so Tier 2 has come in. Can't get to the studio anymore, so the covers are being held off momentarily. However, the band I'm in is doing a live gig from the studio that we have outside of London, far out into the Surrey, Berkshire, Hampshire hills. It's pretty crazy in London, to be fair. It's everybody's going a bit mad. No panic toilet paper buying just yet, though, so we're lucky for that. But the gig, you will be able to see some drum stuff. The gig will be streamed on the 21st of October at 8:30 British Standard Time. So again, link in the description. You can click that. We only need email address, and then you get a notification, and the gig is free, entirely free. I do want to know if anybody's interested in a tour talk section of this channel where I outline what it's like to be going on non-glamorous tours. By the way, this is all old stuff for everybody else, but this is totally new for Sensei Sushi. And so he or she, they deserve this to save them watching 27 minutes of fluff. Thank you very much, Sam and Morgan and Tom. I do want to thank the subs for getting this channel up to 154. It's incredible. I never thought it would get this far. And I've got some ideas for lessons. Page 33, which looks like this. This is Bob Armstrong's Cornerstone. So I'll be breaking down each of these little measures. It's great for independence, for dynamics, for control, for feathering the bass drum, for your time. So it's really, really quite perfect. It does work really well. So I'll be teaching this. So there's a fair whack of lessons out of that. And I've also got some linear stuff here. These are linear grooves, but they're done in numbers. So, you know, like a 7, 5, 8, 4. That's not on here, but that is the concept. And I'll be breaking that down into fills, but probably on this kit here, because I can't play an acoustic kit in this tiny house. This is literally kitchen, living room, bedroom. No, Dari, I love your questions. They are very relevant. I was including those people in a negative connotation for distracting me and making me waffle. Your questions have had very, very great impact and relevance, to be fair. And yours, Morgan, so don't get all upset. 156? Wait, I've got 156 subscribers. Seriously? I don't know how that's happened, but we've gained 2 since doing this live stream. I'm getting quite honestly bored of listening to myself. It's been half an hour now. I can't believe that I've had people listening to this for half an hour. I genuinely feel really, really indebted and humbled by this. I am actually being serious. For those of you who are watching that know me, I hope you can verify and vouch the fact that I am very, very genuinely blown away by this. So yes, this was an update. This was just to see and show you that the channel's not dead. I haven't forgotten it. I'm not ignoring things. I know there's still been videos uploaded, but those have been, I was back home in Canada. Those were uploaded and kind of, they were kind of pre-scheduled. And so I haven't uploaded anything for a long time. And so I felt pretty disconnected and pretty crappy about it all. But I just wanted to do this tonight to let everybody know, whoever is listening and paying attention, I just wanted to let everybody know the channel's not dead. I haven't forgotten it. I haven't gone away. This has done nothing but just massively refuel my tanks. And I can't wait to get all this new stuff out to you. So hopefully you enjoy what's to come. Page 33, the linear fills. Hopefully I see some of you guys watching and gals watching the gig on the 31st of 31st. That's Halloween, on the 21st of October. And that might be the case, Sam, but I don't think I'm keen on doing it just yet. I like more of the organic approach. I if it gets really bad, if it gets really dire straits, then maybe I'll have to look into that. But yeah, I am genuinely grateful. Now there's 7 people watching, and I'm about to check out. Morgan asks, what book you should totally tell her everything about it. What book? What book? There's a book? I read? I mean, I'll show you the book. Advanced techniques for the modern drummer. Can I get a shout out to Jim Chapin in the house? Yeah, I told you, this is the Drum Nerd family. Oh, page 33, what book? So page 33 came from, so now this is shrouded in mystery. So Bob Armstrong obviously taught this, but a lot of people say, I think it comes from Jim Blakely. Again, the Drum Nerd community. And I don't mean just the subscribers on here. I don't mean us. I mean more crazy nerd people similar to me, but even more nerdy. They're going to correct me on that. But it came from a book. But the point is, his teachings are kind of based around, I think, the Jim Blakely book, and also Molar technique, as well as a bit of Gladstone technique and some Stone technique. And that's all about kind of moment arms and how you're using. Again, this is nothing about what this video is for. To start talking about the Molar technique, you guys would be some serious nerds, and I would be the same. But yeah, so basically, page 33 is one of those alluring mysteries that was taught by Bob Armstrong. I think it comes from a book of Jim Blakely, but that's back decades now. But the interesting thing, I say interesting, hopefully it's interesting to you, is all of these mesh into each other, right? So the first and second bar go together because you've got the downbeat and you've got the upbeat. When you bring them together, you get all of the beats connected. So if you put the downbeat on the bass drum and the upbeat on the snare drum, then you've got kind of a call and response conversation going on between the bass and the hand. And that's really what this is all about, working in that approach to make all of your limbs communicate properly with each other and have the correct conversations with the proper volume between themselves. And so that's really what this gets into the nitty gritty. But honestly, as I said, if there's one thing that you would learn from, much like the deadlift is the greatest exercise, in my opinion, this is the greatest thing for drums. You put this in, you put the BPM, the click track, you put that in at 60 BPM, get along to this, and you're away with the races. You're going to improve very, well, not very quickly, but very properly. Right. This is 34.5 minutes. I think I've nerded myself out now. I've got 7 watchers. This is crazy. So before I sign off and before I go, if anybody's got any last final questions, please do ask them. Let me know. Otherwise, I will be hitting the old end stream there. So any other questions, please let me know. You got about 10 seconds to get them in. No, they're not. That's not a question. That's a statement, and it's not an accurate statement. And I don't want to end on that note, Tom. That's a negative note. So any other questions, any other drum stuff, give me a shout. Drop it down in the chat. If not, I will be signing off very shortly in the next few seconds. So yeah, again, this is really incredible. I really appreciate all of this. Thank you so much, Sensei Sushi, for stopping in. There was some alliteration. What's my see you in a bit, Tom. What's my favorite drum? As in drum company or drum at the kit? What do you mean by that, Morgan? What do you mean by favorite drum? I am sponsoring you quite a lot because I honestly I appreciate you and you joining the family. Thank you, Sensei Sushi. Which one in the kit? My favorite drum on the kit. I know I did, Tom, but they're asking drums questions. Favorite drum on the kit would probably have to be the snare drum because you can do so many different things with it. And it can come in so many different varieties. You can have 30-strand snares. You can have 12-strand snares, which is a callback to the old-fashioned traditional. You can have 14 strands. Never can you have odd number strands because that would create an uneven amount of tension between the snares, and it wouldn't respond correctly, and you wouldn't get a good sound from the snare drum. Excuse me, got a bit excited there. So yes, probably the snare drum because you've got, again, different snares, different materials for the snares. You can have brass, you can have steel, you can have copper, you can have wood, you can have different bearing edges. You can have mag throw-offs, you can have conventional throw. There's a lot of stuff. So yes, the snare drum. So yeah, that's that's it. Okay. Thank you, Tom. I don't want to sign off for the 21st time now. So again, I enjoy this little community that we got going on, and I don't want to shut it down, to be honest. But yes, Dari, snare drums do get me very excited. And to be honest, I've always wanted a super sensitive 1927 Ludwig snare with proper calves. I think it's calf organs, calf gut snare wires. I'm drinking water. Good old H2O. Yeah, so I think it's gut that they used as the snares. And you're turning all my drum nerd stuff into euphemisms. Yes, I prefer the old stuff, Dari, is what I'm trying to get at before all these other people like Sam and Tom got involved and started getting in the way. Yes, old-fashioned snares. Because the wood ages too, so you get 100-year-old wood. Oh, such a warm sound. It's incredible. Okay. Before this goes any further, this has almost been 40 minutes. And so, so I'm going to sign off in 30 seconds. I'm making that official. Unless there's any pressing, proper drum nerd related questions, I'm pulling the plug in 20 seconds. So, unless there's any other drum nerd questions, the final synopsis on this is, thank you to all my subscribers. There's a video or a link, sorry, to the gig that we will be doing on October 21st in the description of this video. And I'm going to be doing some linear fills and some page 33 drum lessons. So, oh, Tom, Jesus. I mean, again, I appreciate you keeping me on, but I'm, I started playing when I was 15. Okay, good. Finished. Done. Game over. Yes, drumming. Finished. All right. I appreciate it. See, it'd be rude not to go up to 40 minutes now. So let's just sit here and we're in a silence. Yeah, it is, to be fair. Tony Royster Jr. was starting when he was about 2. You know, Aaron Spears when he was, again, 3 or 4. Buddy Rich was playing gigs when he was about 5. I might do that. Okay. I mean, all right. Yes, awkward silence like in the library. Okay. This has done wonders. Right. I'm gonna go. This has done wonders for my algorithm, no doubt. But again, a thank you, an update on lessons, and hopefully I can see you guys in hopefully I can see you guys in the gig, October 21st, 8:30 English time. I'm leaving now. I guarantee you. Thanks for coming by. Thanks for coming by. I don't know what I'm saying.